Hi.
Luis.
Hi, good to see you.
Great having you here. Let's take a seat.
Yes.
So, how are you on day one at the fair?
Yeah, I'm excited. We already see at our booth so many people coming by, having already some first talks. Good to be back here at Hannover Fair.
Wonderful. And you are the product portfolio manager for
Yes.
IoT and analytics.
Yes,
Now,
I
when
am.
I hear of analytics, I think of a lot of data and a lot of lists and Excel and so on.
Yeah.
Can you explain how you use this analytics and IoT know-how, how industries can be transformed with the out-of-the-box, as we call it, drivetrain analytics? And I'm very keen to understand. We see the X here already on the slide. That
Yes.
stands for the Siemens Xcelerator. I'm keen to understand how Siemens Xcelerator for digital drivetrains, what it is, and how it actually enables such a great feat.
Yeah, sure. But before I go right into the topic, I would like to highlight, first of all, the importance of drive technology in various industries. So the drivetrain technology, it moves the industry. And a drivetrain typically consists of electric motor, a frequency converter, which controls the speed. We have certain mechanical components like a gearbox, couplings, and then we have the application itself, a fan, a pump, a compressor, and overall it's running, right? But that's why we as Siemens look closer, and what we want to do is motion beyond expectation.
That's a bold statement.
Yes,
Luis.
it is.
You know that. So, in regards of considering the pivotal role drivetrains play in industry, what specific challenges actually are we facing, and how are we aiming to succeed these challenges?
Yeah, I mean, there are various questions and issues, as you mentioned, out there, but you can cluster it in mainly two areas. The first area is all about energy consumption. So drivetrains, there are hundreds of drivetrains out there, and if you look, for instance, only at the electric motor, 50% of the global electricity consumption is caused by electric motors.
Global energy consumption.
Globally, exactly.
Oh.
So there is a huge potential we can address in terms of efficiency and sustainability. And the second main challenge we're looking at is all about the operation itself. So how is the drivetrain actually operated? Does it fail? When does it fail? So we don't know that often in a lot of applications, and there's a huge also potential in terms of cost of downtime we can address. And these are the two main challenges we look at. Energy consumption and all about condition, operation, or we say health status of the drivetrain.
Which is important to have your health check done, that's
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
So, understood, we got big challenges ahead of us. But can you tell which solutions Siemens has in the luggage, in the suitcase of offerings to meet these challenges?
Yeah, Christina, so we can say it's pretty simple. It's Siemens Xcelerator for digital drivetrains, period.
Okay, done. Simulation, something like this involved?
Yes, indeed. So let me go a little bit into detail. So what we do as Siemens, we look at the entire drivetrain value chain. So we look at dimensioning, simulation, as you say. So these are the early phases where we want to be accurate in motion. That's the dimensioning part. So we have dimensioning tools. We want to be very fast in motion, means fast to the market, simulating the machine before it even is built. And so that's the one part, the early part, when the drivetrain doesn't exist. And then in the real part, in the real world, where the drivetrains are operating, we are looking at connectivity and optimization. So meaning using data in motion, capturing this data and analyze it. And that's the round portfolio we are offering at Siemens Xcelerator for digital drivetrains. And especially for the second part, we digitize your drivetrain, and then we want to, with the out-of-box analytics, increase sustainability, and we want to increase the health of, as you can see here, the health of the assets itself. Yeah.
So sustainability for sure plays a big role. We know that.
Yes.
But data. Which role does data play, and what do you mean by when we talk about out-of-the-box analysis?
Yeah, I think I switched already. Get you a glimpse on what is needed. I mean, a lot of different elements need to come together, and the key question is at the very beginning, where actually to start and how. And the first key element is connectivity. So take, for instance, the frequency converter. It's intelligent, it has a lot of data, but you need to connect it. You have other parts like mechanical components, as mentioned, or the electric motor. There you need some IoT sensing in order to sense the vibration, to have a full picture of the drivetrain. The second key element is bringing data together in a secure environment. This is key. So, for instance, having a secure cloud platform in order to capture the data. And then comes the beauty of the intelligence analytics, as you mentioned, out-of-the-box analytics, in order to derive results out of it, to make sense out of the data. And here you need the domain know-how to do so.
Can you give us some details on this new offering?
Yeah, sure. So I mentioned it, 3 parts: connectivity, analytic, and then somehow also visualizing the results. And this is what we exclusively show here at the fair, at our booth. We have the Siemens Connect 400, which was one of the sensors we had already in the portfolio. Now we have the connectivity model IoT, a high-performance sensor which can be installed at mechanical equipment, at the electric motor itself. That's the connectivity part. The intelligence part, the analytic, we are exclusively launching here at the Hannover Fair the Drivetrain Analyzer cloud application, which has the whole intelligence in our Siemens domain know-how, which is embedded into our algorithms. And then we derive and solve the issues of increasing sustainability, increasing health, as mentioned before.
So, I mean, it's an awesome job what you and your team have done to really present this and make it ready to show this at the fair booth. It seems like you really have found a comprehensive end-to-end solution which you're talking about here. So given the progress you've made, Luis, what do you envision as the next step? Can you kind of go a bit more in detail on this next phase of the journey?
For sure. So, as you can see, we have one demonstration of our new application right on the booth. And now it's the question, what comes next? And we can say already today, we are demonstrating that we are delivering value to our customers with our partners and within Siemens, because we use our own solutions in our factories. And there we increase the lifetime of the equipment. We are saving costs in terms of energy, in terms of CO2 footprint. And the phase we want to address, the clear mission is motion beyond expectation, right? So therefore, 8 billion drivetrains are still out there. We want to
Hold on.
Yes.
8 billion drivetrains. This is a drivetrain for everybody on the planet.
Yes, yeah, basically, yeah.
All from Siemens?
And as I mentioned, it runs so many different applications, and that's why Siemens want to go there. And there's a huge potential to save CO2 footprint, to save energy, but also bringing the drivetrains in good shape or see how they're actually behaving. And that's our promise to the customers, being accurate, being fast, being better, being sufficient and sustainable in motion.
That sounds great.
Yes.
And by the way you talk about this, I can tell that you're really, really proud about what you and your team have achieved. So where can we find this solution? Where are you demonstrating this?
Yes, so it's actually not far from the stage. So you find it right over there. We have the both areas as mentioned. So simulation and dimensioning. So our designing and configuration solutions on one hand. You also can really experience the software yourself. So my colleagues will show you all around that phases. And the second phase is behind. So on the other hand side, you find connectivity, you find the optimization use case, the drivetrain analyzer I was talking about. But we also have other highlights, of course. We have, for example, the VIP and FPPs, which are our new as connectivity models with high performance data we can capture. And we have the Drivetrain Analyzer X tools, which is for all these experts and going really into the data and analyze it. So a lot to share, a lot to inform.
Discover.
Yes,
Yeah.
and to discover. And last but not least, not to forget, Drivetrain Analyzer Edge is also there. That's more on the center, but overall the whole drivetrain capabilities demonstrate here at Hannover Fair.